Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim from DIY Dream Weddings UK, and I'm going to show you the next part of this new style teardrop wedding bouquet, which we're creating from complete scratch. So if you want to see the rest of what we're doing here, you can go back and have a look on the first video that I've done. Okay, so what we're going to do next is, like I said in the tips video, if you saw it, we are going to, first of all, we're going to stick this handle on, but before we do that, we are going to just ribbon the end of our handle. Okay, and the way we're going to do that, we're going to take our ribbon. We've got two pieces of ribbon here. We're going to take one piece like this and stick it like this and just over the top like that, so that it's central on the end of our handle. Okay, just like this. Okay, and I'm just going to pull that. I'm just pulling the ribbon across so that it's taut and trying to stick it down at the same time. There we are. So it's nice and taut like that. I'd just like to take this opportunity. It sounds like a speech, but I'd just like to say thanks to all those people who have showed interest in my first video on this project and so far throughout the channel. I really am quite grateful, and to those new subscribers as well. Thank you so much for viewing these videos, because it really does help the channel to grow. It would be lovely if you could also, if you like what you see, if you could just press the like button. That would help as well. It would be lovely to get a few likes on these projects, because like I said, it does really help the channel to grow. And if it's the first time you've hit this video, don't forget to subscribe if you're interested, and you'll get more videos just like this one. And I know it's in every video, but yeah, it's just what helps with the growth of the channel. So yeah, anyway, let's get back on with this. So I've done this, and basically you just covering that nasty hole, because you don't want to see all that cardboard around there. And the ribbon we have, you might not be able to see the colour in this on the camera, but it is actually a peachy ribbon, and it's called Rose Pink. And you can get this in Hobbycraft, okay, and you get quite a lot. You get 15 metres on a roll, which is quite good for what we need it for. So now I'm just going to stick my handle onto my base. So we need a lot of glue for this, and we need to basically, it's really difficult to know what to do with this, but what I was thinking of doing was just gluing around the edge of my handle, and also gluing on the bottom of my handle, because I really, to be honest with you, I have not done it this way before. Okay, so this is all new to me, doing it this way. So we'll see how this works. I thought it'd have more to hold on to, because you've got the sides there, so it's quite deep. So I'm just going to wipe that off, because I don't really want all this bumpiness on here. Just try to get this glue off while this glue is cool, is when you can actually take it off. This is hot glue, so if you drip it anywhere, if you can just pick that off before it gets, before it dries, then that's great. So I'm just going to do that now, because what I want to do now is I want to ribbon the back of this base, because basically before I didn't do it this way. If you look on Facebook, you can see I've done it a different way. Okay, and if you've got gaps down the side of your handle, just fill those in with a bit of glue. Okay, just fill those little holes in with a little bit of glue. Okay, that's my advice, and we'll see how that works. Okay, so then once this is dry, I'm going to ribbon this handle while it's on the back of here. No, actually, no, I'm not. Sorry. Once this is dry, sorry, I get confused with the order of what I'm doing this in. We're going to ribbon the back, this piece here. We're going to ribbon this, and then we're going to ribbon the handle, which is why I told you to put it on first. Okay. There is a reason for these things. Okay, so we've got to wait for that to dry first. In the meantime, I have cut out some pieces. Let me show you that I've cut out some pieces for the flowers on the front. Okay, so it's just a small flower that we're going to be doing. And I'm doing these out of craft foam. Okay, it's just, this craft foam is from the charity shop. So I'm going to just basically move that over because we're going to wait for that to dry so it hardens really nicely. And the flowers we're going to do, you may have seen in the last video, but this is an example of what I made before when I was trying to design this bouquet. So I did some flowers, and these are the flowers we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. That's one we're going to do today to go onto the front of our bouquet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make our petals, and the way we're going to do that is we're just going to take our glue and just stick our petals at this end like this with our hot glue. Okay, stick them together like that. And these flowers need to be assembled onto the front of the bouquet, which means we won't stick the foam on the front until we've decorated it. Okay, I'll show you that in a minute. And I kind of rush through this, but what I want to do is start editing these videos so they are a bit smaller and easier for me to save on my phone, and also a lot quicker for you to watch. So do press the like button and comment below if you'd like to see that. I am starting to find out which apps and how I can do it on YouTube. And YouTube, I know they've got an editor in YouTube. The only problem with that, I just want to say, is I'm not very good with... I can do it for a little while on YouTube, but it looks like you can only do it on a laptop or on a computer, whereas on my phone it's a lot easier because I have I have a little bit of a problem with my back, and it's easier for me to do it. If I had to do it for a long amount of time, it's easier for me to do it in, lying down or relaxing in a different position. So there we are. And that is how it is. So if I do anything like that, I can only do it in little spurts, and I get very frustrated. So I was looking, and I think I found an app where I can actually edit the videos on my phone, which will help in between doing the stuff on YouTube. So yeah, there's a lot of online stuff to do on these videos if you're going to edit them all and break them all down, which is what I'm thinking of doing. Okay, and also going on my website and having a little update, because I haven't put a new video on there for a little while. Okay, so there we are, and I haven't put anything new in the shop for a little while either, so we're going to update all that. Okay, so just let you know what we're doing. So we've done all these, we've got 6 petals here. The way I cut them out was from one of these templates. So basically what I did was I just put the template onto the foam, and I took my wooden skewer and I just indented the foam all the way around, just drew round the template. Okay, so that's how I did those. And so now let's have a look at our... I know I do a bit of everything on here just to keep things going. So let me show you the front. The front is going to be this piece of foam here. And like I said, we'll put this on last. Then it'll be easier for us to decorate it. We'll decorate it and then stick it on the front there. Okay, so it will probably look a bit like this when it's been put on. Okay, so yeah, it will look really nice. Okay, so now we're going to ribbon our handle. We might get back to the flower. If we don't, I'll come and show it to you in the next video. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to light a little tea light, because I like to seal the ends of my... I do like to seal the ends of my ribbons, so I'm going to do that now. So there we go. If I can just strike this, that's it. this match. So I've got these matches, but the end of this is wearing out, so yeah, it's getting a bit okay. So then what we do is we take our ribbon, the end of our ribbon, and I like to obviously wave that over the tea light flame just to seal that off so it doesn't fray. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start, I like to start about here, and I like to measure how far round, just by the eye, how far round I want that to go. And I like that to go up the handle a little bit and around to the other side just a tiny bit, not too much. Okay, so I'm going to cut that there. Just cut that. I've got these ribbon scissors that are a bit easier to... So let's measure that. So we not measure it, but let's just see how far we want that to come. So if you can see how far I'm bringing that up the handle, it's not very far at all. Okay, and then we're just going to bring that over like that. And actually that's a little bit long, so I'm going to cut that a little bit more because I don't like to have too much over the edge. Let's measure that so you can just sort of see roughly how long that will be. So that measures at the moment about just over 12 centimetres, okay? So I'm just going to have another look. Just see where I want that. Yeah, that's about right. Can you see how much that's going to go over the edge there? That's fine. So I'm just going to just seal that end off. And we start at the top here. You could have a wider ribbon. If you had a wider ribbon, that might help you to it might help you to finish this quicker if you're in a hurry to do it, because you won't have to fill up as much space if you've got a wider ribbon, if you know what I mean. There'd be more coverage if it's wider this way. We say wider. In America they say thicker, but what I mean is from here to here on your ribbon. If you had it wider or thicker, it would make a difference. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this piece here. Now, can you see that? Can you see what I've done there? So what I've done there, and I like to try and keep that as flush as possible because I don't really like too much of a gap here. I just glued that on there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn that over and I'm going to glue this piece in just like that. Okay, so you don't need much here because you don't want to have to glue your foam over too much ribbon. Okay, so then what I do is I carry on with that, just like on the back of my other bouquets. This is just a flatter style. That's what's different about it, is the style. It's a bit of a flatter holder. So yeah, so we're just gonna go around like that and overlap that where we want that to be. I'm actually thinking of just turning that over a little bit. So I'm going to put my thumb there because I know that's where I want that to be. Okay, I'm just going to cut that there like that, and I'm going to basically seal the end like I did before. I'm going to bring that up at the same height as this ribbon here. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this. Okay, like this. Just like that. Okay, and then we're going to glue this here as well. Okay, so I'm going to bring that down slightly as I go round because I really want that to be quite flush with the handle. Okay, it will level out. It always does level out as you go round. Okay, so like that. Okay, just like that. So you're just bringing it round. So we're doing the same as before, except what we're doing is we are bringing the ribbon further over so we can cover all of the back of our bouquet. Okay, so do one more, and with this piece, because this piece, you can see how that's come down there, okay? So what I do here with this piece is I will bring that piece up a bit more, okay? Just a little bit like that. And I'll just keep bringing it up and down on that side. Okay, so I'm just going to put my thumb where I want that to be cut. It's about there. Okay. It's quite hard to show you and to do what I'm doing, so I hope that my hair or nothing's getting in the way, you know, because my hair's quite long now. I know it tends to drape a bit in the videos. I'm sorry about that if it does. Okay, let's just see. Now perhaps we could take a bit off there because we don't really want that much longer than, so we're going to take a little bit off there, because really, if anything, those ends could be shorter. Okay, we don't want too much on the end there. Okay, so we're just going to bring that up like that. Okay, maybe bring it round a little bit. Hold on. It's hard to show you and to film it, to show you at the same time. Okay, yeah. So really don't worry too much about the ends of these, because basically what we're going to do is we're going to cover the ends up when we go around the handle with our ribbon. Okay, that could come a bit more up, but do you know what, as long as, let's just have a go. Keep bringing that ribbon up, okay? Keep bringing it up, because what you want to do is you want to cover that when you bring your ribbon round, okay? So these need to come up quite high. The next piece I'll bring up higher, okay? Actually, that needs to be, yeah, so it's kind of like judging how long you want that ribbon to be at each end, okay? I want to do one more just to show you what I mean. Just to show you. So I'm going to bring that up again. So like that. Let me cut that off. About there. So we're only doing this really, like I said, to cover up this cardboard, and obviously to make it look pretty, to make it look really pretty and nice. Okay, so I'll just do this. I'll just put a piece of glue on there now. Okay, just to see how that's going to work. Yeah, see, if you bring that right up, you know that your ribbon, when you put it on, it's going to come across the ends of that piece there. So that works like that. And it doesn't matter if it's a little bit uneven, that's fine, that works. Okay, so just basically just then bring that over the edge like that. It's a little bit long, this end, but we'll just make sure that's flat along there. Okay, there we are. So that's all you've got to do with that. So you keep going with that, making sure that you will be able to cover all of this ribbon when you put the other one on. Okay, I won't be able to put the handle ribbon on yet. I'll do that in the next video. Or we can do it, actually what I was thinking of doing is doing some bits in between on a YouTube live. So let me know if you're interested in me doing some of these videos on a YouTube live, okay? Do comment below if you're interested in that, okay? So next, I'm going to bring back the front of the bouquet, because we can't do much more with the back of this, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start making our flower. And where do we want our flower? So I'm going to do that slightly on the edge there, like that. And what I'm going to do is put them where I want them to be, okay? Where I want these to be, because we're going to stick this flower, when we make it, we're going to stick it directly onto our surface, just like this. Okay, so you might want that to stick up like that. If you don't, what you can do is you can cut the back down slightly like this, like that. No, you can cut it. You can cut it a certain way at the back so that it doesn't stick up, or you can glue it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this, just glue it down a little bit and stick it to the surface of this. There we go, like that. Okay, and then we're going to do the next one. I just like to place them where I want them. That way I know if they're that there's not going to be any gaps, too many gaps in the petals and all that sort of stuff. So glue that round like that. Okay, so we need to kind of bring those round a little bit so they all fit in. Okay, but there is adjustments. You can do adjustments if things don't quite work the way you want them to. I mean, you could put more petals in between, or, you know, whatever you want really, because it's your design. You could even put different flowers on here. Okay, so yeah, so just gluing these in like this. Okay, right, so yeah, I think we're still going. So I'm just going to put the rest of this flower on. Okay, like this. And this one. So we're just putting our glue just like that on the back of our petals and sticking them down like this. Okay, and you can see what's going to happen next. Next we're going to need the centre of our flower. Okay, and I'm going to make that. So I'm going to move that over, let that dry a bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut like this all the way down my craft foam, just like this. And then we're going to roll that inwards and we're going to glue it. We're going to glue it. I don't think we need it to be very long, so I'm going to just give that a go. So we're just going to roll that in. I like to try out first and see how wide we need that to be. Okay, let's have a go. I think we need that a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that a little bit longer than that. So we keep going with that. Just keep cutting that down like that, just horizontally to make the centre of your flower. Let's have another go. Just inwards like that. Okay, look, I'm going to make that quite wide there. Look, if I keep rolling that's about right, I think. We want to cover the ends of those petals so you don't see the ends of those petals and where they're connecting. So I'm going to do a little bit more because I don't want to see any of the mechanics. That's quite long actually, that. Okay, so let's roll that in a bit more again. Where are we? Still recording? Okay. And like I said, thank you so much for your support, everybody. And I've decided, like I said, that I probably will come back and do some lives, some YouTube live videos. So there we go. So that is, oh, that's nice. I like that. So when we make this, we want to make sure it sticks together and it doesn't come apart. So what I like to do is roll it and put a little piece of glue on as I go along. Not a lot of glue, just a little bit. And roll it inwards, okay, a couple of times. And then put another piece of glue on. Okay, normally I do a Facebook video in the week. I have actually, if you're interested in watching, it's going to be this design's going to be done on the same design but a bit different because we're not ribboning the back of the bouquet. Okay, that's the only difference. But I'm not going to do that today. Now I'm going to do that Friday. So if you want to have a look at that, I have got an event thing on there so you can see when that's going to happen. Friday at 2 o'clock, okay? Because I need to prepare for that a little bit. I haven't prepared as much as I had for this one. Okay, so we're just gonna keep gluing it till we get to the end, like that, okay? And then we're going to stick that in the middle like that. And how I do that is I just take my glue and I put it on the petals of the flower and hope to God that it stays. Help to goodness, I should say goodness, sorry about that. Hope to goodness that it will stay on there. And it should, because there's a lot of hot glue. I hope I was in shot there. So that's your first flower, and all the others are going to be very similar. All the others apart from this one here, which I will show you on another live. Okay, so now you know how to make some of the flowers and how to do the base. That will help you out if you want to do this project. Okay, so if I turn that over, you can see how that's going to work. Okay, I think that's going to work all right, actually. I might have to cut this inwards a bit. See, I've never done it with ribbon before, so maybe we don't need to have as much around the edge here, so perhaps I could cut that in a little bit and tidy that up a bit. But that's okay. That's okay, we can make that work. Okay, so yeah, that's because normally what we'd do is put some foam on the back, but yeah, we'll see how that works. Okay, we might have to decorate it up a bit. So you can see what's happening here, how this is going to work. And yeah, so I will see you in the next one. And we'll perhaps do some lives in between. Like I said, don't forget to like and do subscribe if you like these videos, and you'll get some more videos just like this one. Yeah, and I'll see you soon. Okay then, bye-bye for now.